Hello, hello. It is Celebration Friday, and I am coming to you with a big, big celebration for me. Things that I'm realizing for myself, where I'm not celebrating, and I wanted to share it with you because, usually what I've noticed is that when I'm feeling that way, usually the people who are following me also feel that way. So I wanted to share with you and see if it resonates for you and see if you want to make a shift with me on this topic. So for me, this week I have been used to looking at, like, I've been looking from a glass half empty rather than a glass half full perspective. And the example here is I was on a ropes course yesterday. I was coaching there, and I was part of this leadership training, and I was also participating in the ropes course itself. And I am absolutely terrified of the ropes course. If you are joining me, say hi. I'd love to hear from you. The ropes course for me was absolutely terrifying. I went and did this training 2 years ago, and I tried to go last on the ropes course specifically, and there were like three major exercises that we could do on the ropes course. I only chose to do one. I was absolutely terrified. I cried the whole time because I'm absolutely terrified of heights. I've been terrified of heights for a long time as a result of some gymnastics injuries that I had falling off a balance beam. And as a result of that fear, I kind of have avoided zip lining. I've avoided like adventure type activities, I'd say. Like the adventure type activities that give you that adrenaline thrill, I avoid them like the plague. And I'm missing out on something fun. And what I realized is I also do this in my career. There have been points of time when I've been so focused on I don't have my end result, so I can't celebrate and I can't be happy, right? And the same thing can happen when you are in your job search. If you think that because you don't have the job that you want yet, you're not allowed to celebrate, you're not correct in that, right? You can be celebrating from simple things like getting an interview and being excited, like not just being excited for 5 minutes, it's like being excited for days and trusting in that like you're on your way to get the job that you really want to have. Because here's the thing, we often say, well, until we have that final job, then we can't celebrate it. Like it's the same when I graduated from college. I didn't allow myself to celebrate that I got good grades for a semester, or that I'm halfway done through my 4 years, or that I was able to go on this really cool trip with my school as a result of being there. I didn't celebrate those moments because I said I only get to celebrate at the end of 4 years. And what I'm seeing now is, like, yesterday I was able to celebrate myself on the ropes course to see how far I've come in a couple of years. And I celebrated each time I got off one of the ropes course activities, and I did 3. And all 3 were scary for me. All 3 I had fear factor, and I decided that I wasn't going to be committed to my fears. I wanted to get what I wanted to get, which is completing the course and not allowing my fears to decide whether or not I do something anymore. So I made this huge decision and I went for it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this. And I really felt the sense of accomplishment. And like the ropes course in and of itself doesn't change what happens in my career, right? Doesn't change what happens in my life per se. But I felt so good because I realized I'm able to go past the fear and hit the accomplishment and allow for the accomplishment. And my vision of what I wanted was bigger, and I trusted myself as I was going up each bar of a wooden pole. And check out my Instagram if you want to see the pictures. I did something called power pole, and it's basically like you go up on a ladder and then you're climbing up on the rest of the trunk with these huge staples in it, and you have to, without anything around you, stand up on the pole at the top and then jump to a trapeze bar. And 2 years ago, I said, absolutely not. I'm not doing that. There's no way. You can never make me do it. It's not safe. I don't trust it. And what I realized is I didn't trust myself to be able to do it because I was more concerned about my fears and my feelings than I was about accomplishing a goal. And I see it in, how one of my clients has been operating in her life as well. Like, she is so afraid of moving forward that she would rather sabotage herself and be worried about that fear than to move forward powerfully in her life. So when you think about it, when you think about what you really want, drop the fear. Drop the fear and don't go for the job that is convenient to have because you don't want it. It doesn't support you because you get to trust yourself that you're on your way to the job that you actually want. Don't settle for less just because of fear. Don't settle for less money. Don't settle for less work responsibility. Don't settle for an industry that you don't want to be in. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't work and it doesn't support you. So what are you going to do instead to support you? Go for it and then celebrate the small wins that you're going for it. Like today I decided what I was going to do in my career. I get to celebrate that. And then maybe tomorrow it's writing up your resume so that your resume is ready for that kind of career. Celebrate that too. And then celebrate when you send out a resume. Celebrate when you have a great networking meeting and that leads to another networking meeting. Celebrate. Notice your accomplishments as you're going towards it and trust that you're getting there, because that is that trust, that level of trust I realize has been out for me and I'm working on it right now. Trusting that I can do whatever I put my mind to. And if someone else can do it, then I can do it too. And that is the power that you have today. And celebrating that, I'm celebrating the fact that I recognize. And that's what I want you to do as well. Find the importance of it. Find the goal that you really want to create and go for it. Because doing anything less means not celebrating anything. And then you're going to be wondering why you're not happy with what you're up to. And you're going to feel like you're not creating results. And you get to have that kind of celebration so that you realize it's grounding you into, I'm on my way, I'm going to make it, I'm going to have the job that I want, I'm going to have the career that I want with the salary I desire. Without that level of celebration, you are missing a feeling of accomplishment and you feel like you're going nowhere, and then you enter desperation mode and reactivity. That is not going to help you get the job that you want. So instead, choose to celebrate every moment. Don't go into that reactivity. Don't go into desperation mode. Don't apply for every job under the sun just because. It doesn't support you. Trust in yourself that you're getting to where you want to go. And if you want support around that, if you want to talk to me about what that looks like for you, I am here for you to talk about what would it look like to support yourself in that way, to trust that you are headed in the direction that you want to be headed. I love you guys and I can't wait to see what you create. Bye.